name's Drew Vanders. Welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. Today's episode, I'm gonna want to try and attempt and fix my iron farm. And my super smelter, it's almost out of it being able to smelt. And I want this guy to be continuously going 24/7. As long as I'm playing and within distance, this should be running. So to be able to make sure that happens, I'm gonna put a little bit of cobblestone inside of it. But I also want to put in some copper inside of it so I can keep on going and going. Well, this is my iron farm, and I made a mistake while making it. I put it inside the mountain, inside the cave, and because of that, it is likely that the iron golem is spawning somewhere in a cave nearby. I know there's a cave up there. I mean, I might have to like put some half slabs down or make it sure everything is too high. But I'm not exactly sure if he is spawning up here. I haven't seen him spawn up here at all, and so I don't particularly think that he is. But you never really know. All these good resources are going to distract me super hard. And I'm not even doing this for the resources. I'm just doing it for the experience that's going to come out of the super smelter. And that's not a super smelter. It's an automatic smelter. There's a big difference because a super smelter uses rails and the automatic smelter is just automatic. Okay, I blocked off this section and down there as well because this is the fastest route and I'm used to going through over there. So if I just block it up, I'll be able to move faster, which is more efficient. And efficiency means everything, which is why we do slavery. And you're the king slave. Ha! I felt like punching you today. Wow! If you're not a little bit abusive to you slaves, are you really playing Minecraft? Okay, to make sure the nightmare hole is working, because that's the name of my iron farm, I'm gonna start mining out in a strip mine situation, and hopefully I could be able to find like a little cave that's bothering the iron farm, the nightmare hole. And I don't think they spawn from that far away. I don't know exactly what the spawn radius is. And it's very possible that my slave hole down there is affecting the spawn rates of this. It's definitely very possible. I have no idea if it is or not, though. I'm going to mine this direction now. And I know there's a cave over here. I've already been in it in a separate episode when I was trying to figure out, when I first set up the iron farm, why it wasn't functioning. But I don't think it has anything to do with this cave, because one, I don't see an iron golem in here at all. So I would think that, and I already placed down a whole bunch of blocks to make sure that everything that's 3 high isn't allowed. I really don't think that it's this cave in here.
A few moments later.
Well, I've mined off in every single direction-ish in a strip mining sort of fashion, and I have not found any caves that would suggest any sort of iron golem spawnage. And when or if my silver engineer ever watches this video, he's probably shaking his head, being like, you should not have put the iron farm inside of the mountain. Which he's right. I have made this with a huge flaw. And I'm thinking now, instead of it's in the cave, what if the iron golem is spawning on the surface? And if that's the case, I might have to either mine everything up there or make a big ugly. And so now my new goal is to go up to the surface.
2 very boring minutes later.
Well, I've reached the surface world, just above where my iron farm is, and well, I don't really see any iron golems or any signs of any iron golems. So I don't know, like, what exactly the issue is. And I've reached the top of my mountain, and I do not see any iron golems up here on the surface. Oh, that's a zombie villager. Ooh, there's more zombies over here, too. And there's a creeper. There's actually another creeper down there. And the creeper did my dirty work for me, as they always do. And there's a lot of enemies down here. This is a weird looking cave with the grass underneath everything. This has been inside. I wonder how many Endermen have been through here, because it looks like the Endermen have been ravaging this area for quite a long time. And there is another creeper. See, you gotta let him explode, because then he'll make it so that it's easier to traverse and move around. Oh, okay, so this cave goes directly down into my other cave. That's the tunnel, right there.
Wow.
I'm just gonna put a water bucket down right there, so, oh, I should probably follow it down so it doesn't, like, oh, okay, we got feather falling boots, it's okay, it's alright. But my main idea was I wanted to follow it down and put a few blocks around it so it doesn't, create a huge issue. And I'm just gonna mine it a here. I'm gonna grab more water because that's exactly what you're supposed to do, because that's a really good way for me to get water from down here. And this is another good way to just place down some torches and don't fall down. That was a close one. Now I'm looking for iron golems. I do not see any at all. I see a whole bunch of enemies, And that's actually a good thing to have enemies up over there, because that means there's going to be less enemies up and around.
Oh, really?
When in other places, because I'm not going to go over there at all. Well, that was that other creeper, but this is the other side of the cave. So, I mean, this is exactly... Oh, I wanted to get some gunpowder from him, because I have looting 3 on this sword. Okay, so this is the part where I came back up from, but I'm going to start mining down-ish and see where that takes me. Well, I've completely started to fill up on copper blocks, which means I should probably start using it for building purposes, but I'm probably not... Well, hold on. I can make this a floor.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I placed down a whole bunch of copper for the ceiling. Well, it's a floor up above, but it's a ceiling and the floors in here. After doing that, I have more copper blocks filled space than I did before. Oh god, I fell all the way down in the hole. Whew, that was a that was a bad mistake of me. Oh man, I did not expect that to happen. Casually just sits you on fire, and oh no, I made another big mistake. This is even a worse mistake. Oh gosh, I'm taking a lot of damage really fast. Okay, water bucket. Okay, there we are. Okay, I need to get a sign and fix that. So that the iron golem, when the iron golem falls in there and drops, he'll drop all his stuff. Okay, I put the signs back in here, and I did lose this sign as well, so I had to go grab another sign. But everything's back in a well, it's not fully operational. I still gotta fix the actual spawning of the iron golem, because it is not working. I do not know where the iron golem is spawning, or even if he is capable of currently spawning right now. But I fell down from, I was looking up and mining, and I just fell down into the hole. But now I know that I can survive falling into the hole. Well, I've done a bunch of mining up in this layer, and I might be starting to go a little crazy about this, but I haven't found any caves or any spots where an iron golem could be spawning.
Failure!
I think my options remain as either going up higher to be able to find out where exactly this iron golem could be potentially spawning, or giving up and making a new iron farm. And I'd personally rather not make a new iron farm. And if I made a new iron farm, I would make it in the spawn chunk. It would always be functioning no matter where I am in the world, which is exactly how it'd be super efficient. But I really want this to be working right here because it gives me iron, which is exactly where I need the iron. Oh, that was a skeleton. Hiya! Come at me. Where are you? Take this. There you go. Alright, I think I'm gonna start, like, mining up here. Maybe seeing if there's anything up here that I can do. We're right above the water situation. I think I'm just gonna start mining out a whole bunch of different stuff up here and see where that goes. And you know what? I'm just gonna go straight down. You're not supposed to do this at all, but I'm doing it anyways because I'm a master at this game.
Liar!
Hopefully I'll hit the water. Yeah, I hit the water. Okay, I coined out quite a bit more up here. Hopefully in that all the cobblestone goes down and flows down into the down there. I don't really care if it like burns and catches on fire. It's just cobblestone. But I am not happy with how everything is turning out. I was really hoping I'd actually be able to find a cave to figure out what is happening with this iron golem, wherever he's going. So I'm going to log out and log back in and see if it fixes it, because it has fixed it before in the past. So a part of me is thinking that these villagers aren't getting scared enough all at the same time, because I'm thinking that they aren't scared when they're over there, because they keep on moving backwards to get scared. So I think if I put a new zombie in each of these corners, then it should be making an iron golem, hopefully. I'm not exactly too certain on the schematics of iron farms, but I think this might work. So I'm going to grab another boat and grab some zombies from the cave that's over there and lead them into this boat here. Alright, I got another boat and a boat replacement for the boat I placed down. Now I'm gonna go remove the torches out of that room up there, and I've lost my ability to jump up there. But I can just do this and it'll be fine. Hopefully the iron golem won't spawn on these blocks here. I don't even know if it's like operating properly, but now is the time to just I'm not removing any of those over here, but I'll remove the torches over everything past this gravel. I can remove the torches of, see if I can get a zombie to spawn, lure him all the way back down into the spot that we need him. Okay, this is the last torch of this little spot and this little end of this cave. We just need a zombie to spawn in here. Alternatively, we can try and get a zombie from the surface world, wherever they might be. A zombie should be able to target me from a very far distance away. And I can definitely hear a zombie. Oh, that's a zombie. He kind of scared me a little bit. Okay, get back. I need you. Okay, now you can follow me. I just need to get down in the hole before you. Alright. I just gotta lure this guy all the way down. He should be able to sniff me from a really far place away. Yeah, come down. Come down. You're gonna be hired. You're gonna be hired to do a whole bunch of scaring. Okay, yeah, you are coming. Alright, now we just need to get between him and the boat. Like that. Oh, there's a second zombie. Oh, dude, you brought your mate with you. Oh. He got into the other boat spot. Okay, I guess that works out. Alright, now I can just, like, block you guys up and maybe be able to push you while taking some damage. That's another zombie. Wow. Well, I mean, I guess we can get this zombie to come into this boat. And you didn't want to. Which means you're gonna die. Okay, we definitely gotta place down blocks in such of a way that the zombie does not touch me anymore. Okay, and now we can remove these glass blocks right here, and hopefully this will scale the living hell out of all the zombies over here. Oh, not the zombies, but the all of the villagers. Okay, I do not think that my plan has worked at all.
Loser, loser.
Does not seem like the villagers are any more scared than they were before. I mean, that one's like freaking the hell out, but everybody else, these two aren't really, and there isn't any iron golem spawning. Well, I'm gonna hit the good old AFK for a second and get started on my laundry. This one block will protect me from all death, I swear. Okay, I'm back out of my AFK hole, and I'm pretty sure the iron golem hasn't spawned back in yet. And, well, I think there's plenty of zombies to scare the villagers. I don't think that's what the issue is. And I'm not real exactly certain why the iron golem isn't spawning. I've done a whole bunch of mining to find out why and where. And I made sure to leave everything 2 blocks high. And if it wasn't, like this spot over here, I made sure to make sure it wasn't a whole block. So the iron golem would not be able to spawn on this type of block at all. The only real thing I think that could potentially make this not work is that I have the slave hole down there, and that could be affecting the iron golem spawn. And well, I'm thinking about it now, the iron golem seemed to have spawned while I was moving in new villagers into here. So I think it's very possible that these villagers down here are completely screwing up the iron farm and making it a temperamental iron farm, where it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. But I kind of want to test the theory out, and so I'm going to bring in another librarian and potentially get another good trade in and going. And hopefully I can get everything to work. Maybe bringing in a new villager, and I don't know, it might make it work. I'm not exactly certain how everything is supposed to work for this. I am not a redstone engineer by any means of the word, and I'm sure my server engineer is just, like, if he watches this, he's just gonna be like, Andrew, that's not how you do any of this.
Failure!
And he probably would definitely be right, because, nothing is working for this at all. Okay, it's time for one of you guys to shine. Come down here before I force you to come.
Oh, that's real nice.
You know, I think today's the day that we start killing some villagers like this. Oh, wait, no, that just makes it flood. And it makes my boat go... Well, I mean, I guess the boat can stay right there. I don't have the trapdoor, though. The trapdoor is gone. So, here's another trapdoor. Oh, the trapdoor's up there. That's why it's not around. Okay, I better place this guy in here before they decide they need to escape. Okay, where's that other villager at? You should definitely come up here before I have to slay you. Well, I guess he's right next to the water, so I guess I could just, you know, place down a boat and then boat him over to the, what's it called, spot. Yeah, get in the boat. Yeah, and now I'll just, you know, go the long way around to be able to get him into the spot where I need him to be. You see this? It's about to become dark. This is the last time you'll ever see the moon or any stars ever again. And I'm going to burn a book on top of your head just so that you can trade me enchanted books. Because building a book on top of your head is definitely the way how you start to know how to do enchantments without an enchanting table. Okay, if I leave you up here like this, does the iron farm start? Is this a thing? I seriously don't think that this is how this is going to work at all. Okay, put you into the hole because the iron farm is not working, and it's all your fault. It's because you didn't do the right thing, and it's definitely not because I did the wrong thing in making the iron farm above the slave hole. Okay, connect with your job. Do it. Connect with your job. Don't say no to me. Connect with your job. Connect with your job, or else. I'm gonna cut off your slong, your nose, or your reproductive system. I will cut it off, and I will force you to eat it.
How about no?
Connect to your job, damn it. Are you too stupid to do that? Okay, I'm just gonna leave you there for a while, and I'm gonna go do something else. I'm just gonna start chopping down some trees, because I really see nothing else that I can do, though, so I'm gonna make sure I can at least get one thing productive done with this day. Because the villager, he's not connecting to his workstation, our farm is not being fixed, I can't find anything to make it fixed. So I'm going to make sure I get at least one thing of production done today. And as we look in disappointment, we can look in gladness over to the burning village on fire. Because that's what you do with villages. You set them on fire.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And that reminds me, way up in the north, there's a spruce village that deserves to be set on fire. So another episode, I will go ahead and do that. Well, I'm definitely going to do another episode about making a new iron farm because my current one isn't breaking. I might make multiple iron farms, just like plop them up all over the place, so that I can be like anywhere within inside my my base to be able to get it all up and working. You know, just have like say put one over yonder, put another one over yonder. I'm gonna probably put them all by the river, because that way I don't have to, you know, put them up, the villagers up in a mountain. Because putting villagers up in a mountain, that seems like a big hassle that I don't particularly want to deal with. So I keep on hearing a villager kind of over here, and I definitely shouldn't be. And one time when I was AFKing, that tree's already grown up. But one time I was AFK in the treeage, I came down here and I found a villager. And well, this is the first time that we get to see the Villager Slayer in action in proper usage, for its namesake. You, sir, I will remove your slog. Slong removage proceeding. You will now die by the way of the slong removage. I'm kind of surprised no zombies spawned down here and killed them already. But we gotta stop any infected villagers from spreading their diseases. So even if they're stuck down here, we gotta make sure not to let them spread their disease. So we have to kill them. Any escapee villagers have to die, because this is the way of the world. We don't want any of their diseases to be spread. Well, I've come back to the slave hole, and hopefully the guy over here, yep, he has turned into a librarian. Just give him a little bit of time and a little bit of threatening of removing his reproductive organs. And, well, he's taking his job. Now, do you have a good book? It's Silk Touch. I guess we could have a Silk Touch. Yeah, that sounds good to me. It's not, like, exactly what I really wanted, but I think it's acceptable. And I'm gonna get more than just one Silk Touch, because I think, you know, having some more Silk Touch might be actually decent. And you might be able to get some ice now. That's really the only reason, in my opinion, to get Silk Touch is for ice. Or other things like getting grass or whatnot. I do not believe in mining a set of ores twice. That seems like a waste of durability to me. And if you're using mending, it sounds like a waste of experience as well. Man, I can't wait until all this copper right here turns into a different color. That's honestly some of my favorite parts about getting copper blocks, is it just changing into a new color. Now, I'm starting to think, I want some copper on the base of all of this over in here. Just, I don't know exactly why, I want copper in here, and I want it to be oxidized. But we're gonna have to wait for that, and that's why I want to do it now, because having it oxidized is going to take quite a long time. So, to be able to get this done nice and properly, ooh, I just had a good idea. Okay, you'll see it in here in a second. Okay, my idea that I had to, you know, leave to go do is, that there would be bricks down below. on each of the corners. Okay, each of the corners and all of the lights. So it gives you a good sense of how far away everything is on not just looking at torches, but also looking at the walls as well. Now, I don't normally remove my crafting stations, but for decoration purposes, this is a huge exception, and it can be placed right behind it as a replacement for where it was. And these spots right over here, these two spots, they're gonna be missing their bricks because it will be later filled in when I am done with all of the placing the villagers, which will be quite a while from now. Hopefully it isn't before June, because I need all the villagers placed down before June, before the new update happens, and before they, mess up the villager trading. And I don't really think of it as messing up the villager trading, but more as like them fixing the villager trading, because it's really just them fixing it. I think this is also a great idea to put all the copper down below here, just because on the outside you can be able to tell where there's torches, because where there's copper, there is not a torch. And I decided to cut this part out just because eventually there will be a new hallway going down this way, and it will go through this will go through the length of the entire mountain until it hits the next water spot. Well, then we'll move over and then become a canal going up to the river of fire. Man, I just placed this block and it's already oxidized. I think it's probably the first one out of all the entire batch. And with that, I am all done with the copper placeage for right now. And I can't wait until all these oxidize and turn that nice copper blue. That's honestly my favorite part of the copper, is that it slowly changes into blue. And that one's already started. Oh, this one has too, I guess. And some of those ones. But there's been none of these that have changed. Which is, I don't know how that works. It's just how it worked out, I guess. Well, I mined out this little area so I can get a better screenshot for the video. So it's not like the same one as we've used before. Well, this is all the time I have for today. If you liked the video of me failing, please like and comment down below. It'd be fantastic to give me a sub sandwich, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.